Voices of the Void is a game from Mr. Nose. I mean, not Dr. Nose. Mr. Dr. Nose. It's a simple game. All you gotta do is locate a signal in outer space, wait for your radars to turn and face it, set the polarity in both frequencies to maximum download potential, then find out a server at one of the radar stations is down, go there, repair that server through a math game, Baldi's Basic style, and then head back, download that signal to a drive and process it. Wait. Process it again. Wait. Process it again. And before long, a signal has been received from outer space.
Yeah, that's totally normal, unexplained natural phenomena.
It's a fun game, discovering these strange signals from space, managing a whole observatory by yourself, and even discovering some strange things around the Swiss mountainside. If you want to go play it, the link will be in the description. After all, this is not a video of me talking about my experience, or, lore, or anything actually, valuable. This is a video on why Catnip should be added to Voices of the Void. Hey, so, just a quick note. All of the footage for this, outside of maybe a couple of cutaway jokes, were recorded on version 0.5.3 of the game. That being said, the current version is 0.6.0, so if you're looking for some new content, don't worry, there's tons. So yeah, go play the game right now. Obviously, keep watching the video. This presentation is brought to you by ariral.sax.pls. Classic patron, and great lover. If you wish to join them in being considered a sponsor, not my lover, then go check out my Patreon, where you can support me from as little as $1 a month. Anyways, on with the presentation. Catnip is a short-lived herbaceous plant, and is a pretty typical mint, all things considered. They even flower with lovely little pinkish-white flowers. And much like any mint, you can use it for a variety of uses, such as making a tea out of it, where it provides benefits like relaxation and even sedating properties. Very useful indeed. And it is actually quite easy to grow, even being drought and deer resistant. Another useful benefit is that catnip oil can repel pesky mosquitoes, which if a mass genocide of their kind were to occur, I'm sure nobody would care and there'd actually be a reason to celebrate. I wouldn't know, however, because I am not a scientist. However, everyone knows catnip for another reason: its effects on felines. Small or large, felines all have the same reaction to catnip. They get really high. Cats are already one of man's best doms. If a cat person exists, they are subby as fuck. And no, I'm not saying Voices of the Void should add cats, though that may be a neat feature outside of the presence of Maxwell. What I am suggesting is that we give it to the already existing cats in the game. Minor spoiler alert for Voices of the Void, though if you follow me on Twitter or follow the game's development in most places, you'll already know about this. There's an alien species in this game known as, These creatures from another world supposedly play a major part of the story of Voices of the Void. What part that is, I haven't got a clue, but again, this is not a lore video, this is essentially, a sales pitch. Their distinctly furry appearance is sure to get certain users immediate interest, but as well, there is a reason behind that, because these aliens are, in fact, felines. Listen, our track record with aliens has been spotty at best, either finding their dead corpses on wreckage or making dead corpses of their wreckage. So, I propose that we as the first humans to meet with these potentially new existential, what? Potentially new extraterrestrials, present them with something we can produce en masse that goes borderline unused. Think of it this way. We as people rarely use catnip anymore outside of pleasing our overlords occasionally. After all, we now have better options like weed and meth. So why not give our new friends some good old recreational herbs to consume? If it works well with humans, I'm sure it might work with these cat aliens. So that begs the question, does catnip affect these aliens the same way it does regular cats? Maybe. The answer has not been decided yet, and that's why I need your help. No, not the viewer at home, you, the developer. Mr. Dr. Nose. I am now addressing you directly. Add this in the game if you want, and make it do one of two things. One, it does not affect the funny cat aliens at all, and is a totally useless item you can have an abundance of. It could lead to some funny jokes with, streamers and whatnot, what with it looking so similar to, another dubious substance. Or two, the cat weed does in fact affect them, aka they just ragdoll. The choice is yours to make. I also just love the idea of handing these dudes a bag of herbs. You just hear the little eating sound and then just And that's my presentation on why there should be Catnip in Voices of the Void. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget, I got a Patreon. I make videos sometimes, and I even do art. But yeah, thank you for coming to this presentation, and I hope you all have a fantastic day. Okay, but seriously, is it pronounced Ariral or Ariral? I cannot tell, and I need this answered.